Guys, welcome back to episode whatever of the Great Eastern Kingdoms Walk Challenge, where we are walking from Sunstrider Isle all the way to the very bottom of Stranglethorn Vale. I am, of course, joined yet again by Mr. Crendor.
Hey, that's me.
How's it going, dude?
It's going pretty good. Walking.
Yeah? I'm walking too, actually.
Dude, nice. Love
Nice.
walking.
What have you been up to since the last episode?
Oh man, since last episode, I made more pointless top 10s,
Knew you were
which,
gonna say that. Yep.
when am I not doing that?
Right.
I made, it was barbecues was the last one to celebrate summer.
Okay.
So it's pretty fun. And then, yeah, I don't know. I've just been painting some Warhammer, playing some Warhammer. I feel like there was something else I was going to mention, and now I can't remember it.
You are, like, just bouncing all over the place on my screen right now.
I know.
Oh!
I know what I was going to say. So,
I'm dead.
I actually started playing more Mr. Pandaria Remix,
Oh, really?
and I'm actually having fun now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it turns out all it took to have fun was having chat tell me what to do and then powering me through raids.
Oh, of course. All it took was just for someone else to play the game for you to have fun.
Exactly.
Oh,
So,
silly me.
yeah, now that I've done that, I'm doing great.
Okay. Yeah, I bet you are.
Yeah. I got a 70. I've got a guy that's like 45.
Nice.
So yeah, now I'm just buying all the mounts, buying all the stuff. So now I'm playing the game. So now that's pretty fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Those like red names over there, I thought those were like enemy players. I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. But I don't know. Yeah, I got red nameplates turned on. Anyway, that's cool, dude.
Yeah. What have you been doing?
What have I been doing? Well, I actually have not been playing D&D.
Oh.
I've been talking about that in like the past few episodes, but I haven't been playing just because for the past like 2 weeks, a lot has happened in like a very brief amount of time. Like, obviously we're preparing for the wedding and stuff, so that's, a lot to do. But also, really that's been the main thing, to be fair, like just preparing and like getting all the final details in place. Saturday, actually, I mentioned a few episodes ago that I got into a car crash. I got hit by a drunk driver, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
And he completely destroyed my SUV. And so I have a 2003 Ford Ranger that I've been driving around while I've been waiting for, my new vehicle to be ready, being fixed up. Well, that Ford Ranger completely exploded this Saturday. Yeah, like I was just driving down the road and suddenly a bunch of white smoke started coming out of the engine, pulled over, figured it was overheated and stuff, so I just waited for a little bit on the side of the road, turned the car on, let it sit idle for a minute, everything seemed fine, and then I was like, okay, let me go to like the nearest mechanic and get them to check it out. And I was about maybe like 2-3 miles down the road, and I started like hearing this like sound in the engine, and I was like, well, that's not good. And then it went from that to suddenly it's like I couldn't accelerate over like 35 miles an hour. And then suddenly, like I couldn't turn the steering wheel. Like, I mean, it was with great effort I had to turn it. Yeah, completely locked up. And then suddenly I couldn't give the car any gas and it just completely died. And luckily where I was at, I was able to like, just from the speed I was going, I was able to cruise like into this like church parking lot that was on the side of the road. So I was able to stop in a really good spot. I had to like really force that like steering wheel to turn to like make that right turn into the church.
Right.
But yeah, and then I got the thing towed. I'll wait for you. Yeah, I got it towed, and I just got called by the people today, and they said that they looked at it, and they said that if I pretty much the engine just completely exploded. The radiator exploded. Like, it needs a completely new engine. So they were saying it would cost about like $5,000.
Oh boy.
And I was like, goodness gracious, man. Like we're about to paying for the wedding and the honeymoon,
Yeah.
and then now it's like, oh yeah, another like $5,000 to replace this vehicle. But so I don't know, a little bit in a financial pickle at the moment there, but that's okay.
Well, this is the car you just paid for, right? Like the one to replace the other one, or is this the one that got in the accident?
No. The one that got in the accident was an SUV. This was like a small like 2003 Ford truck that I had. So I have two vehicles.
Oh, I see.
Like the SUV was like my main vehicle, and then like the truck was for like camping or like hauling stuff or just having a truck. And yeah, so anyway, so now both my vehicles are destroyed. So
oh geez.
Yeah, so if I want to go somewhere, I pretty much have to call up my mom and be like, "Hey, like, come take me somewhere," or just let me have your car for a bit. So a little bit of a pickle right there, but it's not too big of a deal. My dad knows somebody who might be able to replace the engine for a lot cheaper. We just have to haul the truck or like get it towed all the way down to where he lives, which is like an hour and a half away. I have no idea how much that's going to cost.
Yeah,
but probably less than $5,000.
Yeah.
So there's that. So it's just been like I haven't had the best car luck lately. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah, and then my pinky finger that was completely destroyed in the accident when I was hit by the drunk driver. It's healing, but like I almost feel like it's healed as far as it'll. Well, let's put it this way. I can like bend it about 50-ish% of the way in. And I don't think it's getting any better than that. So it's also possible that I might need to go to the doctor to get my pinky repaired. And then the missus, she needs to get surgery here soon. So all this to say, it's been a little bit of a stressful time.
Yeah, wow.
But not
that's like
not so stressful that I'm like freaking out. But yeah.
Yeah, and that's like, because I remember you said with the pinky that they told you like you might need the surgery.
Yeah.
Or something. So I guess you probably do.
Maybe like it's been a few weeks since the accident, and I'm bending it right now, and like I said, I can bend it about like 50% of the way. So I can't really describe it, but I can make like almost like a perfect U with the finger, if that makes sense. But I can't like bring it in all the way where you can like make the fingertip like touch your palm.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, like I can't do that. So I can't like make a fist with my right hand, for example. So we'll see, but it is what it is. We'll deal with it, and luckily we have like I said, like hopefully my dad can help me out on the truck side of things, and we'll be okay. But just a little bit of a stressful time, but stress is good. It just means that you're being challenged. It's more incentivization. Put out some more videos and stuff. Keep doing like more side work behind the scenes. So we're not panicking or anything.
Yeah. No, it's stress does make you work harder, and gets you motivated. Sometimes you need that little bit of motivation.
Yeah. And now I can tell you the good news.
All right.
So that was bad news. All right. And it's always good to start on the bad foot. Now let's talk about the good things. So before all this happened, and in between the last video and this one, I actually got a 3D printer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I got like a 12K resolution 3D printer because, I've been doing all this D&D stuff. I've been, buying models left and right, like buying stuff for terrain and so on and so forth. And that stuff adds up. And I was talking to the lady friend, and I was like, we're planning on doing like some side hustle businesses and stuff, like making products for people, selling them. Like she's already doing that, selling things on Facebook. But I want to get into that a bit more too, instead of just kind of quietly sort of helping on the side. So I just said, do you think it'd be prudent for us to just invest in a 3D printer to save money not only on these D&D models and stuff and terrain and crap like that, but also like something that could be like a small business expense in the future. I'm gonna wait for you for 1 second. she said, yeah, it sounded like a good idea. So I got a 3D printer, and I've been printing out a lot of stuff recently. A lot. I even printed out, like, I had this idea for a video. Well, two ideas. I actually printed out like this big model of Arthas.
Oh.
And I'm actually going to, like, I recorded the process of me printing it out, and I'm just going to paint it just for a video. Just be like, yeah, guys, check it out. It's Arthas. You might know that guy, that silly little fella. Ding.
Ding.
Congrats. And then a friend of mine named Shen, who's like a 3D guy, he's actually making for me this really high quality, like 3D model of Nixxiom, like the Night Elf Death Knight. And I'm going to print that out. I'm going to paint that and make a whole video out of it. So I guess attached to that good news, another thing that I have just said, you know what, I'm doing it. I've talked about it in the past few Two Nerds podcast episodes. I've talked about it in other videos, and people want to see it. So it's like, all right, you know what? I'm going to put some tabletop content on Nixxiom. I'm finishing up a couple of videos right now. I was working on one before this recording. And yeah, so painting, advice, DM stuff, like lots of stuff, man. So a lot more Nixxiom content coming out, not just MMO stuff, but we're stepping a little into tabletop role playing as well.
Oh yeah, that sounds great. What are you planning on for the first video, or do you not know yet?
Well, my first video is going to be pretty simple. It's a video I'm not really expecting anybody to watch. It's more so just for me, but it'll be a good introduction video. Many years ago, I made a video on the YouTube channel where I painted my first ever Warhammer figurine. And I wanted to do a video where I remaster that model because it looks booty compared to like the paint skills of today. So I didn't like wash off the paint or anything using like a little acid wash or whatever it's called, because I didn't want to do that. I just painted over like the crap paint job that I did. So it's like a remastering video. And just before this recording, I was just recording about a B-roll for it. You know, I'm currently editing the video. It's almost done. It just needs more B-roll of me like picking up paint brushes and crap like that. So I was recording all that. And then I also have been working on another video, a really big video, I admit, a lot bigger than I thought it would be. But in these Two Nerds podcast episodes, I've been mentioning that I've been like DMing this campaign for like 6 people, and people have like, I've even gotten messages like on Instagram and stuff of people saying like, how do you prepare for that? Like that many people and like keep the game interesting. So I'm making like a video just explaining like this is how I DM, the whole process like behind it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, like just this is how I keep the game interesting for all these people, and they just keep on coming back. So it's like my little tips and tricks in the process, I guess. And then so those are going to be like the first 2 videos, and I just told you guys about the Arthas thing and the painting the Nixxiom thing. That'll come at some point down the road. And yeah, so you got like 4 videos like right there, and then I have a lot more, but I don't want to spoil everything.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, I'm talking a lot, I feel. This has been a big Nixxiom episode so far.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got a lot of stuff going.
Yeah, I got a lot going on right now.
Yeah, I'm just like, hey, I'm doing what I normally do. But, I mean, I did get a car 3 weeks ago, but I think I talked about that in the last episode. Maybe I didn't.
I think you did, or maybe we talked about it privately.
Yeah.
What did you get? I got
a Toyota Camry.
That's right, a Toyota Camry.
Yeah,
Nice.
I got a 2018, so it's a bit of a newer one. Congrats.
Thanks.
Uh,
My first car was a Toyota Camry.
oh, really?
Yeah. Long
How
time
long did
ago.
it go?
How long did it go?
Yeah, like how long did you last, or did you just sell it?
Oh, it didn't last long. Like my dad like bought it off of like Craigslist or something back when I was young. That thing, the air conditioning didn't work. It'd be like 105 degrees outside North Carolina, and I'm like driving around, I'm sweating my balls off, yo. And then like in the wintertime, I ain't got no heating. I'm freezing my balls off. And I'm like, man, this sucks. And like it kept like, it had all these issues. I was constantly taking that thing to the mechanic and stuff. And so I was like, man, screw this. So got rid of the car, or my dad sold it because it was technically in his name. And then I was working at where was I working at? I guess I was working at Kohl's, or maybe I had moved to Target at the time. And
You
I
worked
saved.
at Kohl's?
Yeah, like the clothing store.
I know. I didn't know you worked at Kohl's.
Oh, it's terrible. Never work at Kohl's, man. Never.
All right.
Yeah,
I mean, all the
like-
people when I see them at Kohl's, they don't look like they're having a good time.
No, like, dude, I could tell you about Kohl's, man. I could tell you like the secret behind the scenes insider information. Kohl's is duty. Like, no, man. But what I did is I saved up some money, and my mother had a friend, and her husband passed away, and he had this 1998, or maybe it was a 92, but I think it was a 98 Dodge Intrepid. Thing was garbage. It was like rusted up and stuff, but she sold me that car for $1,000 because she didn't need it.
Yeah.
And so I got that car. I drove that car for years, and then finally, you know, I saved up enough money to get, like, you know, I think my first car that I bought for myself, like legit car, was I think it was like a 2014 Honda Accord, I believe. And then I took that car that lady had given me, or well, I paid $1,000 for it, but then I gave it to my neighbor for free because she had cancer and she needed a vehicle, so I just gave her my car, and she drove that until the day that she died. And that car is actually still sitting in the driveway, or my neighbor's driveway to this day. It's still sitting out there because her husband is still alive. He's really old now, but he can't drive that car, so it's just been sitting there in that driveway under a tarp.
Oh, wow.
There's my car lore.
That's some great car lore.
Yeah. So, what's your car lore?
Let's see. My car lore is, let's see, back in, God, how old? I think I was
Back in the time of Noah. Like,
I think because I would have been 18. Oh, yeah, because I was 18 because I needed a car to get to community college. That was when
Okay.
I got my first car. So
okay.
that would have been 2008, I want to say.
Mhm.
Yeah, it would have been 2008. I got a Chevy Cavalier. It was like a Chevy Cavaliers. I think that's what it was. Let me Google this. Cavalier. Oh, yeah, it was that.
Okay.
I got a Chevy Cavalier for like, oh god, I want to say like $4,000 or $5,000,
Okay.
and my parents helped me buy it. And then the guy was like, "Hey, here you go, first car," and it was actually an alright car. It wasn't too bad.
I don't even know what that looks like. Let me Google that while you're telling the story. Keep going.
Yeah, just look up Chevy Cavalier.
Okay.
In fact, it was like the car I made some of my first car vlogs in, where I'm like, "Hello."
Oh, this thing. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I had that, and then I started making YouTube money, of course.
Yeah.
So I was like, dude, I get a better car. So I got a Nissan Altima, and that car is pretty solid, and it lasted me up until now, when the mechanic was like, yo, this shit's like all rusted on the bottom from like all the salt and snow they put out there, and like
Right.
the bottom part like fell off, and there's other shit, and he's like, the frame's starting to crack. So he's like, I'm gonna tell you right now, you should just trade this in and get money for it before everything starts really going. So I was like, all right. So I traded in, and then my
We'll see. Oh man, get ready for a run.
oh boy. So my mother-in-law and a bunch of other people had Toyotas, and they were all like, yeah, we love Toyotas. They like old Toyotas and everything. So I was looking at Toyotas, and I was like, all right, I'll get a Toyota. And then turns out used car market's insane. So this car has like 60,000 miles on it, which isn't too bad.
Right.
And it's like 2018, so they only drove like 10,000 miles a year or something.
Okay.
So they took good care of it. Everything's good. So I was like, all right, probably the best I'm going to get. So I traded my car in, got this car, and then been pretty solid so far. I've had like 3 weeks, doing pretty good. I'm enjoying it. It's got the old CarPlay, so I can like hook my phone up, and it's like beep, boop, beep. And I'd be like, hey, what's the score of the game? And it's like, the score of the game is blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, give me directions to Old Man Johnson's barbecue. And they're like, Old Man Johnson's barbecue, directions are set.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it's pretty neat. And the air conditioning works. That's pretty cool too.
I should be getting my new SUV this Friday, most likely. I don't know if you know, but like the car that got totaled was the 2015 Ford Edge SUV.
Oh yeah.
And then how I got that car was see, I don't do like the well, like I'll buy used cars, but what we do is, oh man, I'm gonna get destroyed by these mountaineers again in 1 second. Hold on.
Yeah.
What we do is like, well, oh yeah, they're coming for me. Instead of like buying a used car, we have a friend of ours who he'll buy a car that's been totaled, like at an auction, and then he has a whole business where he takes that car, repairs it, and then resells it. And so, because he's like a family friend, he gives me like a big discount. So that's how I got that 2015 Ford Edge. It was like the front end of it, like the front left side was destroyed, like totally pushed in, and he fixed it up, sold it to me. There you go. And then this Friday, I'm replacing the 2015 Ford Edge with a 2017 Ford Edge. So it's the exact same SUV, but this one's got a sunroof.
Oh, nice. My car has a sunroof too.
Oh, based. Yeah. Oh, and also this 2017 Ford Edge. I have no idea how, but it has worse gas mileage than the 2015.
Oh, they just...
There's no difference. Sunroof and slightly worse gas mileage. And it's like, oh, okay, thanks.
Maybe they were like, we really gotta like amp this car up. And they're like, but that's gonna take some gas mileage off. And they're like, whatever.
The one thing I was hoping that it would have, and maybe I talked about this in a previous episode, I don't know, but I was really hoping it would have adaptive cruise control, but it doesn't.
Oh yeah, I remember you mentioned that.
Yeah, because I used adaptive cruise control when I drove up to Chicago to come and see you way up there.
No,
it was amazing. So
yeah, I'm the type of person, I never really use cruise control.
I mean, I never use it that often unless I'm going somewhere real far away. But you don't really travel.
Yeah, that's true. I don't really travel either.
Yeah,
that's probably why.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Let's see. I'm thinking we're gonna go on a road trip here pretty soon, maybe to what's it called? It's a place in South Carolina, Georgetown. You ever heard of Georgetown?
I mean, I have heard of Georgetown, like the college. I've heard of it.
Nah, I didn't even know there was a college, but
that's the only reason I know of it.
Yeah, we're supposed to go on like a little road trip down there soon, and then I have the weekend warrior experience in South Carolina that I'll be driving to later this year.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's like a big LARP event. So I'll just dress up in armor and just go beat people up with swords. So it's fun. You know, I don't know how I'm gonna fare with this broken finger, but you know, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, you're battle worn.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I will admit that I have like, you know, picked up the sword and swung it around a little bit with my broken finger, and it hurts like a bitch, but I can sort of do it.
Well, I mean, as long as you can sort of do it, that's all you need.
That's right. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So when are you going to go on your next big trip? What's your next big adventure?
I mean, I don't really plan on going on a big trip. Honestly, I'm trying to also pay for this car.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to like kind of conserve money right now. And man, dude, if only we would have just like, you know, gotten really big in the WoW scene and then just started reacting to other people's content. And then, you know, like all we had to do was like make our room really dirty, like let mold grow in it.
Eat cockroaches.
Yeah, and then, you know, just if we could have been the Asmongold's before Asmongold, we'd be millionaires.
That's right.
Yeah, but now I have to like, you know, actually save money for my car payment.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah, we're after the wedding, our big goal is just pretty much getting out of debt. Because I have some debts from like, you know, like they had to repair my shoulder when my collarbone got destroyed, and I just got 2 new teeth put in my mouth like only a few weeks ago. And even with insurance, that was like $3,000. And then just a few other things. So we're just gonna work towards being debt free. That is the big goal. And then after that, we're kind of jokingly teasing about moving into a tiny home just for the lulz, you know?
Yeah.
Because, you know, I've got an electric bike So it's like I got the electric bike, I got the tiny home, like I got a beard, like I'm a full-on hipster, dude. Like it's great.
You really are.
Yeah, dude, I hate it. But I love that electric bike. It's great. So, and then another thing we're talking about, I don't know if this is, I mean, we'll see how things go, you know, financially and stuff. But after we get back from Germany, we're talking about maybe going to, I don't think I've talked about this with you, but we're talking about maybe going and living in Sweden for like a month or maybe like 3 months.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so we're talking about it because, oh boy, the missus hasn't traveled outside of the States before, and she really wants to experience the Nordic winters, just pure darkness, because she is a creature of the night. She is a vampire. And I have told her, I'm like, look, you're from North Carolina. It's sunny here. It's hot. Now, I didn't get to experience really the Nordic, you know, winter, but I did live in the UK when it got dark at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I experienced the winter blues a bit when, like, you know, when I was living over there.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, it can be some old booty, right? And up in Scandinavia,
we get that here.
Right, yeah, like up in Scandinavia, it's even worse. And so I told her, I'm like, look, like, it sounds all cool and whatnot, but you're going to see, like, you're going to have to take them vitamin C or D pills or whatever it is. Vitamin B, whatever the sun gives you.
Yeah,
and
the D.
yeah, but it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
So, I don't know where we're going to go, but we'll see.
So she's experienced like snow, like.
Oh, yeah. We get snow in North Carolina, you know, once every 10 years.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. You know, once, actually, no, true story. Like, before they invented like global warming and climate change, like we actually used to get snow every year. And one year we got 18 inches of snow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's practically like you're here.
Yeah, dude. But then the Chinese invented global warming, and ever since then, man, like it's been terrible. We never get snow now.
Damn.
Can you believe that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Did you just notice this guy? Oh, I can take him. Mountaineer Dukin.
That Mountaineer Dukin. I'm dodging him.
Really?
Yeah, no, I'm dead.
You know, I just thought about something, by the way. This is totally off topic. More in relation to WoW. In Cataclysm, Deathwing put that big ass like cut through the land between like Loch Madan and like the Badlands and stuff. How the heck are we gonna get across? We're gonna have to go through Ironforge and take the Deep Run tram.
I mean, I think. Wait, can you not get around there? I think you can get around.
Is there a way? I don't know.
Yeah, I think you can get into the Burning Steps from the Badlands. Pretty sure of it.
No, I mean from Loch Madan to the Badlands.
No, there should be a way in.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure.
All right, we're gonna find out. If we got to turn around, it's your fault.
All right. No,
You know?
I'm like 87% sure.
Okay. All right. It's been a long time since I've like quested through here, like in the updated Kata version. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna trust your expertise.
Yeah, next time we'll find out. It'll either be a pretty short episode or a very long episode.
That's right. I just rezzed and Mountaineer Rock Gar is ignoring me. This is good. This is actually very good.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, that's a bear. That guy's scary. Well, I guess we just gotta stay on the road.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, we could
We could. Well, no, we can't go in that fort and wrap up. But we have gone pretty far.
Yeah. I mean, we can go over by these trees.
Yeah, we'll go over by the trees because I know you have to stream soon since we're recording kind of late.
Yeah, I got to stream soon, so.
Yeah.
This is probably good.
Yeah, this is a great spot. Nice and safe, comfortable. Like
this is a really safe spot.
Okay. another quick episode, but that's okay. You know, we don't want these episodes to be too long.
Yeah, no, that'll be for next time.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, Crendor. Well, I'll let you go stream because I know it is late. I know you got things to do, so I appreciate you hanging out. And next episode, we'll chat about more things.
Yeah, sounds good. No problem. Hopefully, nothing else breaks of yours. Be good.
We will see.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right, guys. Thank you all for watching. Please like the video if you liked it. If you have any questions or topics or suggestions for the podcast, feel free to leave a comment down below. And yeah, any final words, Crendor?
Yeah, I got one.
All right.
See you.